Hi guys. Okay, well, a little bit different today. I give you guys all these little warnings about things you may want to look at before you buy a condo. If you're in a condo, you've probably experienced some of the things that I've talked about. But I'm going to talk about what we love about condo living. Okay, now of course we have been snowbirds for about the last 19 years, and we've made some changes now. We're not going to be gone as long as we used to be. So this could apply to anybody, but I'm thinking a lot of us that are retired and are trying to do a fair amount of traveling. This might be something you'll love. And we used to have a really nice house. It wasn't really big, but we had a big swimming pool in the backyard. So every time we went away, especially when we were away for 5-6 months at a time, it was always a concern. And the kids had all left. We were empty nesters. And so you're always worrying about, oh, it's freezing. Now, of course, we live in Canada, so it's a little colder than if you're down south. But we're always worried, like, are the pipes freezing on the pool, or, is everything working properly? And yeah, so it was just always a concern. And then leaving a house empty for that long was a concern as well. So I got to say, living in a condo and being able to go away is pretty awesome, okay? You know that your lawn is getting cut, and you know that the trees are being trimmed, and you've got people around in the building. There is always some activity going on. So yeah, so that's pretty comforting, just to lock the door and walk away. But there are a few things that we need to do before we go. Now, every strata is going to be different requirements or needs, and your own personal, what you want to do. I definitely, we have an alarm system in our home. And so, we've got our children that, of course, each have their own password set up in the alarm system as well. And even our building manager, we've given her own code. And that's kind of cool, because what you can do is, if you're ever concerned on who's coming and going into your suite, you can phone your alarm company and they will tell you who has been in and out of your suite, because everybody has their own code. So, I mean, you just never know, right? I mean, if the information gets stolen or whatever, you can verify. So that's a good thing to have, like I say, and we have it because we're on the ground floor. So it gives me peace of mind at night as well. Okay, now the other thing that I do, and I want to make sure, especially for the length of time that we're away, is I write a letter to our strata, and I let them know that how long we're going to be gone. I also let them know that, give them the phone numbers of our children that live the closest to where we live. So if there's an emergency or whatever, they can contact them, but failing that, the manager does have the code, and she is able to get in. To me, it's just really important. And like I say, we shut off the water. Did I say that? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. We make sure we shut all our water off, which I even do if we're gone for a weekend, and even in a condo, and even if we're on the ground floor. You know what? I don't want this place flooded for any reason, even being on the main floor. So that's just some of the things that I do. Now, the other thing you want to check, and yesterday I actually thought, you know what? I just need to take a trip down. I kind of knew it, but I thought I'll get it confirmed. Now, we have our home insurance with BCAA, because if you bundle your services and we're members, you get a little better rate. Now, if you're in the US, BCAA is like AAA down there, but I'm not sure if they offer homeowners insurance or condo insurance. But anyway, so I went down and spoke with one of the representatives there, took my policy with me, and said to him, listen, give me some clarification. I know years ago that if you were away for any length of time, you had to notify your insurance company, so they knew, because they had certain requirements that had to happen, like somebody had to be in your house. If you weren't shutting off the water, somebody had to check your house every day. Well, I think most people turn off their water anyway. So he was saying, like, on our particular policy, 14 days, okay? You can be away for 14 days and you have to notify nobody, and you don't even have to turn off the water, which I think most people would anyway. But so 14 days on my policy. Now, some of them are only 4 days. So do find out what the requirements are from your insurance company if you're going away for any length of time, just so they can't come back and say, well, you didn't follow our protocol on your policy, so we're not going to insure you. So just do that, just to be safe, just my thoughts, just to cover everything. And the other thing, when I was there yesterday, I just want to add this to our conversation, is I did a while back, you'll see the one where there's the yellow board. I had the trailer where it says this parkade or this garage tends to flood with water from the Fraser River. And so I actually brought that up, and we start talking about flood insurance. And I actually say in that clip or video that we cannot get flood insurance. Well, apparently since 2016 that's changed. So I apologize. I need to own that because I didn't really follow up on. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I did interview actually a couple of insurance people, and they told me it wasn't available. So now yesterday I was told that it is available. Not just on the commercial policies, but on a residential policy as well. The only thing is, it was kind of interesting. It's available, but if you're living in an area that tends to flood, or you're like, or the water table is an issue, or you have a sign like that in the parkade, you're probably not going to get it. So it's kind of like, it's a bit of a joke, right? It's like for the people who need it the most, they're not going to be able to get it. So, but like I always say, you know, I just put it out there for you guys, and then do your own homework, okay? Find out what is applicable to you, but ask these questions. Okay, so the wonderful thing about condo living is if you love to travel, you like to get away, you don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff and worry about your house or the pool or whatever. Condo living's great. Lock the doors, see you later. Don't worry about all those newspapers. They can't get in to leave them at your front door. So guys, get your own information, but make sure you get it before you leave. Anyway, if this was useful or helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you guys give me a like. And also, if you'd like to stay updated about the information or the things that we're talking about, subscribe, just that little button right there. If you just click on that, you subscribe. And if you click the little bell, then every week when I put out a new video, you'll get it in your mailbox. So thanks guys, have a great day, and we'll chat later. Bye.